Hello everyone, welcome to this month's full moon reading. This full moon is on the 6th or the 7th of January, depending on where you are in the world, and this full moon is in the sign of Cancer. Now please watch for your sun, moon or rising sign, or as you feel drawn. Now for those that have been with me for a while, these moon readings, I'm changing them a little bit. Just with the start of the new year, I just feel drawn to do things a little bit differently, and I'm not going to be covering the house that these moons fall in for each sign. I'm just going to do the card readings. I just feel drawn to just concentrate on the cards. I'm not really an astrologer, so I probably don't bring a lot into the astrology side of it. It was just information that I had noted down, so I'm just being called to just concentrate on the cards. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I do hope that you still enjoy these readings and they resonate and help you at this full moon. Let's get started. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon reading for January. So we have the Moonology as the overall energy for this reading. We have the Queen of the Moon, the Universal Rider-Waite, and the Witch's Tarot as additional information. So the overall energy for your reading, Sagittarius, is the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. And I'm going to come straight to this gratitude card because I don't know if you can see, there's kind of like a young hand and then there's an elderly hand. And I feel that there's this sense of being grateful to the old you. And I'm not talking the old you of as in your age, but the past you, the you that has gotten you to where you are now. There's a sense of being grateful for that, all that you went through, all those different yous along this timeline of your life. I feel there's a sense of being grateful to them. You know, we wouldn't be where we are now if it wasn't for our past selves, because we change every journey that we do, every path that we take, every new experience we move through. We change, we grow, we evolve. And I feel in you, Sagittarius, there's this sense of understanding. There's this knowing that you wouldn't be where you are now without all the lessons that the old yous went through. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because I feel that you were looking at your past life. You were looking at your past. And I get the feeling that you're like, thank you so much. You're saying this to your past self. Thank you so much for, even though you were afraid, you kept going. Thank you so much for trying. Thank you so much for, you know, moving you through your fears and getting me to where I am now. It's an interesting energy, Sagittarius. So don't let your past hold you back. We'll come back to it because I feel there's more messages linked into this. I think this is a far-reaching card into quite a few different ways of looking at our past and what our past means to us and how it holds it back, how it holds us back, but also how we can be grateful for it. Now there's a sense of resistance here, and you've got the gratitude which I touched on earlier. And it's interesting because the elderly hand is held by two young hands. It's almost like the young person has got both their hands around the elderly person's hand or the older person's hand. Excuse me, Sagittarius. And there's almost a sense of not wanting to let the past you go. There's a sense of holding on, and in this sense holding on to your past. I like this resistance card. It always makes me think of, like, you know, the concrete footpaths, and in every crack there'll be, you know, a little plant, a little weed that grows out of the crack, and it's how nature just makes its way back. And I have this sense that the nature in this card is your soul. And, you know, there are trees here. And tree roots will crack through concrete. It will, you know, break down fences, and it will, you know, yeah, they'll form those big cracks in the footpath that you see. They'll make their way to where they need to go. And it's like saying to you, Sagittarius, that even though you've put your armor on, there are still cracks in the armor. There's still ways that your soul is going to make, it's going to show you the way. It's going to show you how to let go. It's going to show you how to not hold on so tightly. I'm getting a sense for some of you, this is a way of life. So for some of you, this is how you used to live, where you used to live, with whom. There's a real sense of letting go that is required, and a sense of gratitude. You know, and the full moons, they are all about letting go, accepting where we are now, forgiveness and gratitude. I'm wondering, Sagittarius, you've got the Eight of Cups here, which is moving on. This is leaving something. And I'm wondering if some of you can see what you are going to be letting go of. There's something from your past that is falling away. There's something that is going, that in your present is going to make part of your past. It's going to become your past. So you're moving away from things. This could be people, this could be places, this could be jobs, this could be whatever it means to you, Sagittarius, but there's this sense of moving away from. And there's resistance in that, and there's holding on. And I feel this holding on, you might be kind of trying to access that old part of you that was really brave, as a sense of holding on to an aspect of yourself that you don't want to let go of. This can also be others, letting go of others that you don't want to let go of. Notice the hands. Are you finding yourself that you're clenching, like, you know, are you often, you know, clenched? And, you know, even when you talk to people, do you talk to people with that anxiety of, you know, clenched fists? And not that you're going to hit anybody with them or anything, that's not there's no violent energy, there's just very closed off energy. I feel, Sagittarius, there's a sense of reluctance to go on your path, to get on your path. I feel for some of you with this Five of Cups, it's because you're too caught up in the past. There's some kind of regret here. There's some kind of, oh, I couldn't make that happen. Trust, my friends, if you couldn't make something happen, if something didn't work out, trust me, it was not meant to be. It was your journey for a time, and then there's a new journey opening up for you. And there's this unknown, there's this not knowing. Now, for some of you, this is not willing to look at, and for others, you just don't have clarity. I feel you won't have clarity if you're too stuck in the past. If you're looking too much in the past, I feel that you won't have clarity. You've got to turn around and look towards your future. You've got to let the past be, but excuse me, Sagittarius, but with gratitude. Thank the past. It's made you who you are today. It's bringing you these opportunities, these possibilities to move on and to discover new journeys. Trust, Sagittarius, that you won't always have the answers, but the answers will come to you when you need them. But there is a sense of letting go. There is a sense of turning and facing your future, moving towards the future. From present moment, steps from the now into the future. But I feel you're so focused on the path, I don't even know that you can see this vision for the future yet. And I think this is where the Two of Swords is coming in. It's like you're starting to make decisions, or there's choices you need to make, but you're not in this space of looking towards the future yet. You've been, and I feel you've been focusing on the past because you've been healing it, and that's what this is. It's a sense of accepting it, letting it go, and then being grateful for your experiences. That's a real healing journey. So I feel that has to happen, and that's supposed to happen. Allow yourself to work through that, Sagittarius. I think that's quite important. And there's this sense that it will help you move on, because then you're going to have more clarity on your vision, on the choices that you can make. At the moment, you might feel like you have no choice. The Two of Swords is saying there are choices, but you just don't see them, or you can't make them yet. I really feel, Sagittarius, the healing of your past and the letting go of your past is all in this gratitude. I just keep coming back to you being really grateful to your old self for everything that your past selves have gone through in order to get you here. And you might think here is not a good space, but that's just the healing. This space has something to show you. And once you see it, you'll make choices that move you on. Because the whole thing for this reading is it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to head to your future. A new path. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, Sagittarius. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.